previous lecture we discussed how to find degree of dissociation from the vapor densities. So no, before dissociation and after dissociation. Okay. So now in this lecture, let us discuss some important type of problem that can be asked related to that concept. Okay. So here first problem is, what is the vapor density of phosphine at 27 degrees centigrade and 5 atmosphere when it shows 40% dissociation to attain equilibrium? Okay, clear? So we have to find the vapor density of phosphine after dissociation, okay, or at equilibrium. Okay, so now here, see, this is the dissociation of phosphine. pH3 is phosphine, it dissociate to give phosphorus and hydrogen. Okay, so here what is the formula we have to use here? Alpha equal to d minus d by d into y minus 1. Okay, see, in some books, in the place of y, they have given n also. Okay, whatever it may be. So to avoid confusions, I am writing this one. Okay, so y or n or a b c d x y z, whatever it may be. What is this? Total number of moles of products formed from 1 mole of reactant. Okay, total number of moles of products formed from 1 mole of reactant. That is very, very important calculation of this y or n. Okay, so let us see here. From this equation, see here, 4 moles of reactant, right? 4 moles of reactant, or is reactant, that is phosphine. Simply I am writing reactant. Gives total how many moles of product? See, 1 mole of phosphorus, 6 moles of hydrogen. So 1 plus 6, that equal to 7 moles of product. Okay. So 4 moles of reactant is giving total 7 moles of products. Then 1 mole of reactant gives how many moles of product? That is equal to 7 by 4. Okay. So 1 mole of phosphine gives total 7 by 4 moles of product. Okay, very, very important, very simple. Identify how many moles of reactant is undergoing dissociation and find how many moles of products are formed. Total number of moles of product, 1 plus 6, total 7 moles. For 4 moles, 7 moles means for 1 mole, 7 by 4 moles of products are formed. Okay, so now see here, alpha is given in the problem. Okay, so alpha is equal to 40%, that is 40 by 100, that is 0.4. Okay, so alpha is equal to 0.4. Okay, so we have to calculate this D, yes or no? So vapor density after dissociation or vapor density at equilibrium we have to find. Okay, right. We have calculated Y, that is 7 by 4. Okay, and so this we can write, that is equal to Y or N. Okay, right. Alpha is given in the problem, and another one we have to find is that D. What is D? Vapor density before dissociation. Before dissociation, we have only phosphine is present, yes or no? Before it dissociate, only phosphine, these two are not present in the reaction. So D equal to, okay, so molecular weight of phosphine by 2. Yes or no? D equal to molecular weight of phosphine by 2. That is equal to how much? Phosphine, phosphorus 31 atomic weight, 3 hydrogens. Okay, so total molecular weight of phosphine equal to 34 by 2, that is equal to 7. Okay, so D equal to 7. Vapor density before dissociation is 17. Okay, so now we have all the values. Now substitute in this relation. Okay, so alpha is equal to how much? 0.4. Okay, alpha equal to 0.4. D equal to 17. Okay, D equal to 17. And this D we have to find by D into, okay, so y equal to how much? Here we have 7 by 4 minus 1. Okay, 7 by 4 minus 1. Okay, so that is equal to 17 minus D by D into 7 by 4 minus 1 means here we get, see 4 is the LCM, 7 minus 4 by 4, that is 3 by 4 we get. Okay, D into 3 by 4. Okay, so next here this you can write, this is 17 minus D. Okay, so here we can write 17 minus D equal to 0.4 into 3D by 4. So no, D into 3 by 4, that is 3D by 4 we can write. Okay, so here after simplification we get D is equal to 13.076. Okay, D is equal to 13.076. So this is the vapor density after dissociation. Okay, so vapor density after dissociation is equal to 13.076. If you simplify this one, we get this value. Okay, so simple this type of problems. Remember this formula. Okay, so here don't get any confusion. Different books are giving different letters here, Y and some books N like that. Okay, whatever it may be. Okay, right. So now, so this calculation of this one is important. Okay, so total moles of product formed from 1 mole of reactant. Okay, and alpha they have provided. So this, what is this one? Vapor density before dissociation, that is equal to molecular weight of pure pH 3 by 2. How much? 34 by 2, 17. Substitution and after simplification we get this value. Okay, now let us see some other problems also. Now let us see another problem. Vapor density of N2O4 at 27 degrees centigrade is 30. Okay, what is the percentage dissociation of N2O4 at this temperature? Okay, so here vapor density of N2O4 at a particular temperature is given. That is nothing but, remember that is the vapor density after dissociation. Okay, or vapor density at equilibrium. Okay, so we have to find the percentage dissociation of N2O4, that is percentage of alpha. Okay, so here first let us write the dissociation of N2O4. How we dissociate? N2O4 dissociate to give 2 moles of NO2. Okay, N2O4 gives 2 moles of NO2. What is the formula? Alpha is equal to D minus D by D into Y minus 1. Okay, or D into N minus 1. Okay, whatever it may be, no problem. Okay, so now see here, alpha we have to find, yes or no? Alpha we have to find first, and D, what about D? D is equal to molecular weight of N2O4 by 2. So no, vapor density before dissociation. So that is, so N2O4, 2 nitrogens, 4 oxygens. For 2 nitrogens 28 and 4 oxygens 64. 64 plus 28, that is 92 by 2. Okay, so that is equal to 46. D is equal to 46. Okay, D equal to 46. Now vapor density after dissociation is given in the problem, that is equal to how much? 30. Okay, and what about Y? Y is equal to, see here, what is Y? The total number of moles of products formed from 1 mole of reactant. Okay, here we have 1 mole of reactant. How many moles of product are formed? 2 moles. So that's why Y is equal to 2. Directly we can take. Okay, if here only 1 mole of reactant is present in the balanced equation, directly we can take here total number of moles. Okay, otherwise just now we discussed one problem. In that way you have to calculate how many moles of products formed from 1 mole of the reactant. Okay, so now let us substitute all these values in this formula. So alpha is equal to D equal to how much? 46 minus 30. Okay, small d is 30 by 30 into 2 minus 1. Okay, 30 into 2 minus 1. So that is equal to 16 by 30. Okay, so alpha equal to 16 by 30. Yes or no? 2 minus 1 is 1. So that is alpha is equal to, we get 0.533. Okay, after simplification we get 0.533. Okay, 16 by 30. Okay, so now here therefore percentage of alpha is equal to how much? 0.533 into 100. Okay, so that is equal to 53.3%. Okay, 53.3%. Okay, clear? So this is about how to calculate alpha. Okay, so in the previous case we have calculated vapor density after dissociation, D. In this one we have calculated alpha. Okay, very simple here. See, if these two they will provide and ask you to find alpha, or if these two they will provide ask you to find this D. Okay, now let us see another problem. At 900 Kelvin and 1 atmosphere, SO3 is partially dissociated as SO3 gives SO2 plus oxygen. Okay, what is the degree of dissociation? Okay, alpha we have to find here, and also given that density of the equilibrium mixture is 0.925 grams per liter. Okay, so here see in this problem only they have given the density of the equilibrium mixture, yes or no? Okay, so from this first we have to find the vapor density of the mixture. Okay, vapor density of the mixture or vapor density after dissociation, yes or no? So either density of the equilibrium mixture is nothing but that is after dissociation only equilibrium is established between SO3 and formed SO2 plus O2. Okay, so now here what is the formula? Alpha is equal to D minus D by D into Y minus 1. Okay, so this is the formula. What is this D? D equal to molecular weight of SO3 by 2. Yes or no? Before dissociation, vapor density before dissociation we have only SO3, that is equal to, for SO3 what is the molecular weight? 32 plus 48. Okay, 32 for sulfur, for 3 oxygens 48. So total that is equal to 80 by 2, that is 40. Okay, so vapor density before dissociation is 40. Okay, so now and here what is Y? Y, total number of moles of products formed from the 1 mole of reactant. See here we have only 1 mole of reactant. Total number of moles of product formed equal to 1 plus 1 by 2, that is equal to 3 by 2. So no, 1 plus 1 by 2 that is equal to 3 by 2 Y value. Okay, so that is we can write 1.5. Okay, next what about this D? Vapor density after dissociation we don't know, nothing is provided except the density of the mixture is given. Okay, so for that we have an application here. From ideal gas equation, PV is equal to nRT, right? So this we can write weight by gram molecular weight into RT. Already we discussed in the concept. Okay, so PV equal to nRT, in the place of number of moles we are writing weight by molecular weight. Okay, if you rearrange this one we get M is equal to W by V into RT. Okay, so we are rearranging this one. Okay, so by RT by P. Okay, so take these two right side and take this one to the left side. So M equal to we get WRT by PV. So that's we are writing W by V into RT by P. See, weight by volume is nothing but density, yes or no? So therefore molar mass of the mixture is equal to DRT by P. Okay, molar mass of the mixture equal to DRT by P. Yes or no? Weight by volume is density. Okay. So now here substitute the given values. Molar mass of the mixture equal to density is given as 0.925. Okay, 0.925. R value we have to take 0.0821 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. Okay, temperature is given as 900 Kelvin. Okay, 900 Kelvin, and pressure is given as 1 atmosphere. Okay, pressure is given as 1 atmosphere. Okay, so dRT by P. So here after simplification we get molar mass of the mixture equal to 68.348. Okay, so after simplification here we get that 68.348. Now let us substitute this value and this value in the formula. Okay, so therefore alpha is equal to capital D is 40 minus, okay, so here we know the molar mass of the mixture. Okay, so from this we can calculate vapor density of the mixture after dissociation equal to molar mass of the mixture by 2. So no, molar mass of the mixture by 2. So if you substitute here 68.348 by 2, okay, 68.348 by 2, that is equal to 34.174. Okay, so this D value is 34.174. Let us substitute here 34.174 by 34.174 into Y value is 1.5 minus 1. Okay, 1.5 minus 1. Okay, so here after simplification we get alpha is equal to 0.34. Okay, alpha is equal to 0.34. Okay, so our percentage dissociation is nothing but 34%. Okay, so alpha is equal to how much? 0.34. Percentage dissociation, if they ask into 100, that we get 34%. Okay, so this is also one of the most important models. See here, vapor density after dissociation is directly not given. They have given density of the equilibrium mixture. From that, by utilizing this relation, molar mass of the mixture equal to dRT by P. This is coming from the ideal gas equation. Okay, so after finding molar mass of the mixture, we can calculate vapor density after dissociation, right? Okay, so and after substitution we get alpha equal to 0.34. Okay, so these are the some important models based on the how to find degree of dissociation when vapor densities are given. Okay, so in the next lecture we discuss some other problems. Okay, thank you.